I love it, Rachel. Rachel says we're all right on time, exactly where we're supposed to be, right? All right, so we are jumping on live and we are going to get started in just a couple seconds. I promise you guys, this is going to be so worth your time today. I'm very excited to ask you some questions, Jared.
I'm excited to be here. I love talking to you, Beck.
Same. All right, we're officially live. So I'm going to get started and do a quick intro on our special guest today. So first of all, you guys, if you're joining us live over on Facebook, say what's up. Good to see you guys. Drop your name in the comments so that we can circle back after this is over and say hello and welcome you to our community. And if you're hanging out with us here on Zoom, you guys have been lighting up the chat box as we've been waiting to get started. So thank you for that. But say hello again if you haven't yet. I am very excited to introduce to you guys today the brand new CEO of the mental wellness company, otherwise known as Amare Global. His name is Jared Turner. And I'm going to read you guys. I'm not going to like full on read, don't worry, but I'm going to give you guys a quick bio of his, which is that he has almost 2 decades of business and entrepreneurship experience. And he most recently served as president and CEO of a top 10 direct selling company. Okay. In his 8 years with that company, he brought the revenue from 200 million a year to over 2 billion a year. Okay. I want to say that again, from 200 million a year to over 2 billion a year. And he has now joined forces over here at Amare. And our plan is to do the same thing over here. So you are definitely in for a treat. Jared, thank you again for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And let's jump in. So I was very excited when you joined Amare, Jared. I hadn't even met you yet, but I started looking you up. I'm just going to be honest. I was stalking you a little bit on social media. I was stalking you on Google, and I was super impressed with your background and specifically what you did at that last company you were with. And I was wondering, like, why is this guy joining this company? You know what I mean? And I mean, I think I know why, but I was wondering, like, what did Jared see in this mental wellness company that made him I think you kind of came out of retirement, right? To be the CEO here.
Definitely. I thought you were going to say that as you were stalking me online, you thought I had very strange hair, which I do have. I combed it just for you and your people today, Beck.
I mean, I like your hair. It's good.
So yes, I was head of that company for a number of years, and we grew it very large. And I had 4,000 employees and 6 million distributors across the globe in 40 countries, and it was an amazing experience. The adventure of a lifetime. But I burned out. I had sacrificed so much along the way, and it was a lot. And I needed to refocus on myself, on my kids, on me, self-care. And so I actually resigned and I walked away. Before I was honestly concerned I was going to have panic attacks and heart attacks. And I mean, just so much stress in my kind of drive to grow this. And so I left that business, something I loved and had grown from a mom and pop shop up to a large multinational, multi-billion-dollar enterprise. And I got calls from headhunters who found out I had left for bigger companies in the space, and I turned them all down. But I got one call from a headhunter who referred me to this company called Love in Newport, California. And I remember thinking, what kind of company has the gravitas to call itself Love? Like, it's got to be just a marketing slogan. There's no way. And so I decided to go visit this company. And in the process of deciding that, I actually stalked people like you, Beck. I did some stalking back. I looked at the distributors online on social media, and I looked at Dr. Sean Talbot's YouTube videos, and I looked at Hip Trans foundational story on some videos online also. And I was super intrigued. So I came out to Newport. I sat on Hip's back porch, which overlooks the Pacific Ocean. It's beautiful. The sun was setting, which I think he set up. And he shared with me his life story. And it was so raw and candid, and the challenges, the successes, the losses, everything. And I shared with him where I was at, kind of burned out and what I had gone through also. And I felt a kinship with him and with his vision and a kinship with his company. And I remember thinking on the flight home, this company feels like home to me. It feels like a place I belong. I'm not a profit-driven or money-driven person. I'm a mission-driven person. I always have been. I feel like we all have one very short life, and I want to expend my life helping causes. That's what gets me excited in my life, my soul. And I started companies that protect endangered species and companies that help bless orphans in South Africa, and I did a lot of that with my former company. And I saw what this company offered in the GBX story. And you and I talk about it a lot, Beck, how it felt like the missing link in terms of optimizing human happiness. When you can optimize neurotransmitters that are released in your gut, which I did not know until I read Sean's book and researched the company, it's amazing what happens to people. They are happier, they're more at peace. They go from languishing to optimized happiness. They're better parents and spouses and friends and community, contributors. And I love that. And I feel like my last company was an essential oils company. And 10 years ago, that was very important. I think people needed to look at natural modalities to heal themselves. And I feel like our GBX story is where essential oils were 10 years ago. But today, and it's so fresh and powerful, and we have the unicorn. Like, I get goosebumps talking about it. Dr. Talbot is like, I can listen to the guy for hours. He's a legit PhD who he's done the work. He knows what this is all about. This is his swan song, GBX. And I love his passion, but I love the science even more. And I really think it can help people, especially coming out of a pandemic. And so I told Hip, I'm in, I want to do this. And I actually had offers for twice as much compensation that I turned down, like, honestly. And I told Hip, I need time off though. I need to, rebuild this year, and recenter. And he said, okay. And so Hip waited for 1 year for me. And I joined September 1st. I met Beck and the other servant leaders at convention in Newport. And then I met a bunch of you in Nashville. That event was so inspiring to me. I remember speaking to all of you and watching you as Sean and others spoke, and nobody checked their cell phone the whole time. And I thought, these people are hungry for this information, for this knowledge. And the fact that we're the messengers of it makes me feel so inspired. And it's almost like a stewardship. Like, we have to get this into as many homes as possible. We have to. No one else is doing it. We have to. And it's an obligation and a responsibility and a stewardship to help people feel better. And I feel great. I've given some of these products to my friends who are very skeptical. And I actually posted on my Instagram, and Jared Turner Amare is my Instagram if y'all want to follow me on my adventures at Amare. But I posted the screenshot of one of these people, and she said, I took these products. She described a stack, and she's like, I ran twice as far as I ever have, or twice as long. And I'm hearing that left and right. It's not people just blowing smoke because they make money off of the products. It's people that don't have any vested financial interest, and they feel better. And I haven't seen that. And so anyway, I think we're sitting on a treasure chest of healing modalities that the world, it required us to be in this time. 10 years ago, as Sean says, the science wasn't there. Now it is. We know what bacterial colonies work. We know about the vagus nerve and how it connects to the brain and the gut. There's lots of research now. And we're the only company that ties those three together, the gut-brain axis, and also incorporates the third brain, the heart. And it's just revolutionary science to me, which gets me really excited. And I've talked way too much, so I'm going to throw it back to you, Beck.
That's awesome. No, that was awesome. I like, just so you know, people are putting in the comments on Facebook, like, you were worth the wait. Thank you. So Good stuff. And I really resonate with a lot of what you said, especially when you said that it felt like home to you, because I had the same feeling when I first found this company 3.5 years ago. Was this is the place that I want to build a legacy. Like this feels like
Totally.
home to me. So I love that. Here's my question for you guys who are watching today is one of the things you said is that we're in this spot right now with mental wellness and the gut brain axis, which is similar to where oils was 10 years ago. Now, I'm going to guess that if you're on here today, that you've heard of essential oils. You've probably heard of the two big companies that do it in our industry, doTERRA and Young Living, right? So when you're looking at this from an opportunity perspective, imagine going back 10 years and being one of the very first to join one of those essential oils companies. That's essentially what you're saying, I think, that the opportunity we have right now here at Amare is.
It's exactly what I'm saying. Now, essential oils are ubiquitous. You can buy them at Walmart. They're everywhere. People accepted that and they've incorporated that into their lives. We are there now with GBX technology. 10 years from now, it will be the same. It will be widely adapted. It will be everywhere. So what's the opportunity between now and 10 years from now is to be the ones who get that out, to make Amare a household name, to get these products in as many households as possible. We've talked about that within 5 years wanting to get into 1 million homes. And we don't want to do that because we as a corporation want to make money. We want to do that because we as people within this company want to spread something that helps people feel better. Like I want to be a part of that. I love the letters and text messages I'm getting where people say, I feel better. Like that makes me happy. And so we're calling it March to 1 million. And it's getting these amazing life-changing products into 1 million homes within 5 years. And Beck's going to cover 4 million of those.
I need help though, right? I need help.
Yeah.
So come help us. No, that's awesome. So I think you just kind of answered this question, but would you expand a little bit? So as the CEO of this company, with a vision to get this, the products into 1 million homes in the next 5 years, what does that look like? Like, what is your vision for this company in the next 5 years? And I want you to think from that perspective of the person who's looking at this as, should I get involved with this? Like, what's your vision for them?
My vision is that the world needs these products and we are the vehicle to get them these products. And the way we're going to do that is starting next year. We're calling next year our year of transformation. That's the theme that will carry us through the entire year. And we're transforming a lot of things as a corporation, and that will help our field to better get the word out. I want to remove as many obstacles as possible between homes and our products, between moms who are the CEOs of homes to get our products and help their families. And so I'm super hyper focused on removing these obstacles. And I talk to people like Beck and other servant leaders to identify what we can do to be a better company, to better serve this, so we can get into 1 million homes. And on top of that, we're opening new markets. I like to say we call ourselves Amare Global, but we're only a little bit in Mexico, so we're Amare Global-ish. And within 5 years, we're going to be in Canada, we're going to be in Mexico, we're going to be in the European Union, a couple markets in Asia, we'll be in Australia, we'll be in the UK. We're going to provide markets for our distributors to expand, and for people in these markets to have our products. We believe they shouldn't just be limited to American homes. Homes across the world are suffering a lot of the same consequences of the big food industry that is destroyed human guts, essentially. And read Sean's book. It's called Mental Fitness, and it talks all about this. But it's fascinating, and we're standing up to that onslaught. And we're saying, no, we need to preserve the integrity of human beings and their health, and that includes the gut-brain axis. And we're going to help optimize that, help people eat better, live better, and therefore feel better.
I love it. Love, love, love it. All right, guys. So international expansion, right? The opportunity to be at the forefront of the mental wellness movement, right? We're the first to really be doing it. Those are pretty exciting things to me. Are you guys excited? Like, put it in the comments if you're excited, because this is the second time, Jared, I'm a little mad at you actually, because this is the second time on the second call of the today where I've gotten chills listening to you speak. So
Wow, that's awesome.
That means it's true, right? That means that like we're headed in the right direction. So one last question for you. I think that this network marketing, MLM, direct sales, whatever you want to call it, social selling, the whole space is so much more crowded than it used to be. And I know that, there's people that are watching this, and myself included, when I was looking at Amare a few years ago, they're looking around at other things and trying to figure out like, where is the best place for me? Where is my forever home? Should I stick with what I'm doing right now? Like, they've got all these questions. So I'd love for you to address like what makes Amare different. And I think you've already addressed this, but just in your own words, what makes Amare different, and why would this be the company that somebody should choose right now?
Primarily because Beck and JT are there.
Yes.
Drop the mic. No. On top of that, that you guys have Beck Sadek, who, by the way, is a rock star. When I need feedback from the field's perspective, I call her randomly, and she's always like, "What did I do?"
Am I in trouble?
Because she's got an analytical mind, and it's so sharp, and the way she thinks about this and approaches it, I just love. And so I'm always picking her brain. To me, what makes us different is obviously the GBX technology. We have patented products that work. Number one. Number two, we have Dr. Talbot, who we call a unicorn, who is the world's foremost expert on GBX, and he's with us. Number three, we have an executive team. I brought Gabby Sanchez on board, who was with me at the other company. And we have Oliver Dibley, who joined us from Rodan Fields. And then the existing team, we have a team that has decades of experience in large, booming network marketing companies. So we have the management team on the corporate side that knows how to get there and is going to provide the tools to do it. And one thing we don't talk about a lot, Beck, that I think is a really cool thing is our guarantee. We have a bold guarantee. If the products don't work the way we say, send them back. Like, a bold guarantee like that is huge, because a lot of companies know their products don't work, or they know that they take a lot of time or whatever it is. Our products are so efficacious, we stand behind them by saying, send them back. They don't work, because we know they will. And so I think that's something that's really cool. I think that also, it's rare that you get this kind of foundational team, billion-dollar executive management team, and experienced field leadership team like you, Beck, and others who are servant leaders together at such a small company. And so it is like, we talk about like ground floor opportunity, and I kind of don't like that phrase.
I hate that phrase.
I think it gets overused, totally.
Like a little slimy, right?
Yeah, it's a little slimy, like it's super cringy. But I don't know how else to say, like, we're so small that we are that. And we're just baby company in one little market. And so obviously, like I talked about the international expansion, there's nowhere to go but up. And I think having people join us now in going up, in maintaining this stewardship and seeing themselves as stewards of this GBX story that really helps human beings feel better, I think we're going to skyrocket, and those who are with us are going to have a fun ride.
I love it. All right, so let's leave it at that, right? Who wants to go up with us? I think that's perfectly said. I'm going up, you're going up. So here's the deal, you guys, is if you're watching on Facebook and this excited you, right? Like I think we both said we knew like that this was the company for us. It felt like home. Like if you have that feeling right now and you're watching on Facebook, what I want you to do is I want you to just drop an "I'm in" the comments and tag the person who invited you into this group. That's very important, because they're going to get you the information to help you get started with Amare. If you're watching on Zoom, make sure to send a private message, text, whatever you do, phone call. If people still use those things for calls, that's fine. I don't, unless Jared calls me, then I pick up. But yeah, so message the person who invited you and just let them know I'm in, I'm ready to go. Okay. So put it in the comments on Facebook, tag the person, message the person if you're on Zoom. We are going up, you guys. We are growing this thing, and we were looking for people like you to do it with us. So thank you again, JT, for being with us. It's an honor to have you here, and it's an honor to partner with you on this ride that we're going to go on.
Thanks for having me on, Beck.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Take care.